Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum, greetings. Alishanmao here. This is GooSky S2 Legend, dual brushless motor, direct drive, mini 3D RC helicopter. Let's fly. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Getting windy. Big crash, tail down. Pilot mistake, total pilot mistake. So I bent the tail rotor, and as I mentioned in my early video, this is really fragile. So you can see this tail fin is broken already, and this one slightly bent, so I just unbent it a little. Tail rotor seems okay. Now the only thing I worry about is that this one is bent. Yes, the feathering bar is completely bent. I can see it, so there's no flying it, but yeah, look at that. Feathering bar completely bent. And also, I believe the main shaft is bent, so I have to replace these parts and then come back for flying. Apart from that, this is flying absolutely beautiful, man. Much more power. I gotta practice more on my skills, because without these skills, of course, you will crash. But I'm happy to see that this crash, helicopter hit tail down. It was really very hard, but still, the damage is not that much. I see the tail boom is slightly bent as well, so I was right that you will bend the tail boom, the aluminum tail boom, if you crash, and that is what it happened. The tail boom is slightly bent. I can still unbend it, no problem, not much damage. So I have the feathering bar, I have the main shaft as well. Let's repair it and then fly it again. Okay, about a half hour, 40 minutes, I'm back in the field after the repairs. I had to replace I had to replace the feathering bar, which was easy. Replacing the main shaft was also easy. I will show you details later how many things you have to remove before you can actually replace the main shaft. Feathering bar was very easy to replace, and I can see the feathering bars are pretty fragile, also like kind of soft. They are very easy to bend. Now I did unbend and straighten out the tail boom a little bit by hand. So far it looks okay. I'm not sure if it moved forward on that clamp or not. Let's fly it and find out, shall we? Here we go. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Looks stable to me. So far so good. Blades are tracking very well as well. Now when you replace the feathering bar, you have to test your pitch curves once again. So let's see. Looks good to me so far. I think I dropped it just like this when I was doing tictocs. Yes, that's where I made a mistake actually, and dropped it when I was doing tictocs right on the tail. Man, that was absolutely a bad hit for RC helicopters, I can tell you. Because once you lose the tail, then there is nothing you can do. Okay, more speed. Hard to see at some points, but hey, I'm happy that it is back. Come on, fly, don't bother me. Oh, that was very close. So far so good. It's back in action and I'm very happy about it. So people, S2 helicopter GooSky is easy to repair, that I would say, but not much crash resistant, because you know these are the helicopters which will break very easily if you crash them, the parts. And after this crash we find that we have to replace feathering bar and main shaft. Very easy break. So I'm gonna land, and I also feel that the tail is slightly how to say, it will not auto rotate, by the way. Just like this, I can drop it like a turd. I can also feel the tail is slightly upward, slightly up. Yes, I can see a little bend here. Yeah, okay. So how do I unbend downward? I don't know. I mean, it's really hard. So I'll just leave it like this, because so far it's really performing very well and I have no issues flying it around. I have to 3D print this part. So far I glued it, but it's kind of, you know, bent inward. So I have to 3D print this, design and 3D print, and after that it should be okay. So far it's working, because the job of this one is just to prevent the tail rotor hitting the ground, and, you know, for the beauty. So this is the second flight. So this was the second flight and a nice tough crash. We also figured out what breaks when you crash GooSky S2 Legend, and also how easy it was to repair and bring back to life and 3D flight. Now let me tell you, in order to replace the shaft, under the motor right here you have one screw that is kind of hex head, the very small screw that goes all the way in, and another one is at the other side. Now basically the shaft is kind of chipped there. It has a flat spot, so these screws have to sit on that flat spot, otherwise shaft will not lock and it will keep spinning, and also it will go down and up, so that you will have no control on pitches. So make sure you Loctite these screws nicely and put them back in, and making sure that they are on a flat spot on the shaft. There's one more screw down here on the main motor right in the middle, and you have to take that out as well. The job of that one is just to prevent it from going up, you know. After that you have one screw here that you need to remove, and of course these washout bars you also have to remove. 1 and 2 screws, you have to remove them. Make sure, please pay attention, because there are some very tiny washers, so do not lose them, otherwise they will lock in when you tighten the screw and they will not move fluid, you know, they will not move easily and you will have trouble on the pitches. So make sure you remember that there are some really tiny washers that are very easy to lose. Okay, replacing the feathering bar was easy. Just remove the propeller, I mean main rotors, and there are 2 screws, so just remove those screws, and after that you can pull them out. But again, remember, in the middle here there are some small washers, and on the feathering bars itself there are small washers, so don't lose them, otherwise you will have, you know, stuck main rotor head. So repair is easy. Thank you very much for watching this video. I still have a couple of more batteries, so I'm just gonna practice some more and have fun with S2 Legend from GooSky. There's a link in video description. Go check it out. Stay tuned to my channel, subscribe, and hit that little bell icon and turn on all the notifications. Have fun, people. Come on, you know what to do. Hit that like button. It's right there. I know you can do it. Oh, while you're at it, also hit the subscribe button right there. Come on, don't be shy, just hit it. Thank you very much for all your support towards my work, that I post regular and fresh content on my channel just for you. Hit that like button right